A man is now walking free after spending 27 years in prison, wrongfully convicted of first-degree murder. Part of that is a result of Lansing's Cooley Law School. George Calicut from Detroit was released from prison on Tuesday after a clinic reviewed his case and found an investigator had doctored a false confession. The Cooley Innocence Project helped in DNA testing, which proved his absence from the crime scene. Now celebrating 25 years of exonerations, the Cooley Innocence Project is part of the Innocence Network, which has been credited with releasing over 375 wrongfully convicted prisoners.